Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Texas High School Sports Awards, brought to you by the USA Today Network. In partnership with Grocery Partners, United Supermarkets, Market Street, Amigos, Albertsons, Tom Thumb, and Randall's.
Yeah, I'm back here and I'm back on. Stand up like backbone, I'm beast mode, I'm so strong. Go hard or go home, no stopping, I can't stop. I will not lose, I'ma always win. Now let the games begin now. Go hard like a day. It's game time like game day. I ball hard and clutch play. It's game time like game day. Now let the games begin. Now let the games begin.
And here are your hosts from ESPN, Seth Greenberg and LaPhonso Ellis.
Fonzarelli.
Yes.
This is like the Duke, North Carolina of high school award shows.
Well, it's got to be ACC. How about back in the day, Notre Dame, UCLA?
These kids weren't even born back then, Fonz. Come on, give me a break
My
here.
bad.
Welcome, everyone, to the High School Sports Award Show, where school bells and buzzer beaters ring equally loud, and the nominees are as versed in their X's and O's as their E equals MC squared.
Wow, that's right, Coach. Tonight we're going to celebrate the best high school athletes in the state. We're going to give it up for players from a veritable spectrum of sports. We'll also show some love for teams and coaches, as well as crown the male and female Athlete of the Year.
Fonz, you are killing me with that Notre Dame degree. If you're going to go bust out phrases like variable spectrum of sports at the top of the show, like I went to Harvard on a Hackensack, I'm going to have to get my thesaurus.
Come on, Coach, you're a smart guy. You already quoted Einstein. Looks like we both hit the books to prepare for these kids.
We also brought some heavy hitters along the way to help celebrate their achievements. We're talking about names like the legendary Aaron Rodgers, the incomparable Alex Morgan, and the unstoppable Big Aristotle, Shaquille O'Neal. You played against Shaq, right?
Yes, I did.
And how'd that go? Did he name a dunk after you?
Praise God, he did not. Man, I'm so glad that social media wasn't around that time. I'm confident it would have been all over the place and I would have been a consistent meme.
A meme. Funny you mentioned social media because we have a lot going on over there. And here to explain the third part of our team, Abby Labar.
Hey Texas, we want to hear from you and see you celebrate these unbelievable athletes. You know you're proud. So tag us in your social posts. Share photos and videos from your own celebrations using our hashtag. Posts on Instagram or Twitter will be shown in the social media feed on the show website. Plus, one lucky person using the hashtag on Instagram or Twitter will receive an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight.
Question for you, Fonz. If 60% of the human body is water, what percentage of Katie Ledecky is at home in the pool?
Well, she won her first Olympic gold medal in London as a 15-year-old. She then added 4 more Olympic golds, 15 world championships, 2 NCAA titles, and a whole bunch of freestyle world records. I'd say 100%.
She was pretty good. You're correct, sir. Guess that's why we've got her to present our Swim and Dive Awards.
Hey all you swimmers and divers out there, it's Katie Ledecky. This is an Olympic year, which means the whole world gets really into our sports for the summer. And they get very excited to see their favorite swimmers touch the wall or their divers make a clean entry. But they don't know, like you all know, the thousands upon thousands of laps and dives that went into that winning moment. So I just want to tip my swim cap to all you guys who put in the long hours in the pool. Because when those victories come, they're so much sweeter when there are a bunch of folks out there who know what it takes to make it to the podium. Here are the honorees for the Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Female Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Corbin Cormack of South Lake Carroll High School.
Corbin Cormack capped off her illustrious career with a pair of gold medals at the Class 6A state swim meet. She defended her title in the 200 individual medley while also grabbing the gold in the 100 butterfly. To add to the feats, both wins set pool records. Her career in the pool will continue as she is set to swim in college for Air Force.
Congratulations, Corbin. Here are the honorees for the Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Male Swimming and Diving Athlete of the Year is Connor Foote of Alamo Heights High School.
2 races, 2 gold medals, 2 school records. That was what Connor Foote achieved at the Class 5A state championship this past season. In the 100 freestyle, Foote successfully defended his state title. He captured his second gold in the 100 backstroke, being the second place finisher by more than a second. Foote, only a junior, has committed to swim in college for Texas A&M.
Congratulations, Connor.
Fonzarelli, what's the best score you ever put up?
68.
Fonz, you were the 7th pick in the draft. I understand you're a world-class athlete, but that 68, it had to be on like putt-putt.
Well, do foot wedges and all of that count?
I don't know. Did you ever get 68?
On the front 9.
How about as a player? Like a basketball player?
Well, I mean, give me a break, Coach. I'm kind of a hoops first kind of guy. So we're talking about golf now?
Yeah, golf, like the PGA Tour, where every week is a battle of attrition. Unlike us, Ryan Palmer is no stranger to success between the ropes. With 4 tour victories and 2 top 10 finishes in majors, and now he's going to show us the best golfers in the state.
Hey everybody, PGA Tour winner Ryan Palmer here. I just want to say to all you golfers out there, well done. Y'all are hitting the ball further these days than golfers from my generation could even dream about when we were in high school. The way you embrace new techniques, technologies, and teaching methods, it's pushing our game to new heights and even lower scores. And with all the social media distractions these days, you guys still have shown the mental toughness to excel in a sport that makes tremendous demands on that space between your ears. So take out your favorite club, raise it over your head, and use it to give yourself a pat on the back. Job well done. Y'all have certainly earned it. Now let's give out some awards today. Here are your honorees for the Female Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Female Golfer of the Year is Ryan Honey of San Angelo Central High School.
Ryan Honey showed grit and focus on her way to the Class 6A state championship. After shooting a Day 1 score of 69, Day 2 is a bit rocky for Honey, including a double bogey on the back 9. But the junior didn't crumble. She bounced back, made a birdie even through a storm that was blowing through the tournament. She held off the competition and became the second Lady Cats player in program history to win a state title.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Ryan. Here are your honorees for the Male Golfer of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Male Golfer of the Year is Kaylin Delaney of Keller High School.
The top golfer in Texas wasn't going to let 2 lightning delays derail his quest for a state title. Kaylin Delaney fired 4 under 68 on Day 2 of the state tournament to go along with his 70 from Day 1. Those scores helped him take home the Class 6A state championship. He beat out his competition by 1 stroke. His score also led the team to a 6th place finish. He is the first golfer from Keller to ever win a state title in golf. Only a junior, Delaney is already committed to play golf in the SEC at the University of Arkansas.
Congratulations on being the best in the state of Texas.
Carrie Walsh Jennings here. Stick around. Volleyball's coming up soon.
For more than 60 years, United has called West Texas home. It's from here that we operate 94 stores across the region. Look, and you'll see United employees all around you, supporting other local businesses, your businesses, and giving their time and energy to help our efforts to make this the best place to live and work. We are West Texas, and West Texas is united.
They call her 6 feet of sunshine, and not just because you often find her on the beach.
Seth, I wish I was on the beach right now. No, it's because Kerry Walsh Jennings is covered in Olympic gold. The 42-year-old SoCal standout is the most decorated beach volleyball player in Olympic history, with 3 gold medals as well as a bronze.
She stepped off the sand to show us the best volleyball players in the state.
Hey guys, it's Kerry Walsh Jennings, and I am so honored to be a part of this show that celebrates high school athletes. You don't have to make a living playing sports to know the value of high school athletics. The lessons you learn, the memories you make, the challenges you overcome, they will all help you as you continue on your journey through life. And if you really work hard at it, it can take you all around the world, or even to the top step of the podium. Here are your honorees for the Female Volleyball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Female Volleyball Player of the Year is Cecily Brandschreiber of Lovejoy High School.
Cecily Brandschreiber was the centerpiece of the state championship-winning Lovejoy volleyball team, and her play in the state title match proved why. The 5'9" senior recorded 13 kills, 9 digs, and 3 blocks, leading her team to its second straight state title. And it wasn't just in the state championship that outside hitter came up big. She set her school record for career kills and earned first-team Under Armour All-American honors this past year. She is signed to play college at TCU.
Congratulations, Cecily.
Fonzarelli.
Yes.
You want some real inside sports knowledge? A tip to show up your friends? If so, then pay attention to the Rising Stars Award. It's all about the up-and-comers, the phenoms who are just getting started, but still pushing the more experienced competitors to their limits, because the names you hear today can be the all-stars of tomorrow.
Here are your finalists for the Texas Rising Star of the Year.
Freshman Campbell Chase, a state gold medalist swimmer from Wilson High School in Dallas. Long-distance speedster Isabel Conda de Frankenberg, a freshman from Cedar Park. Kevin Sanchez of Vandergrift High School in Austin was the only sophomore to finish in the top 10 of the boys' state cross-country meet.
And your Texas winner is cross-country runner Isabel Conde de Frankenberg, a freshman from Cedar Park.
Freshman Isabel Conda de Frankenberg is well on her road to stardom as she made her name known in the running community this year. Despite being injured, she blew away the competition at the state Class 5A cross-country championship by 19 seconds. She hadn't run in a week before the race because of a knee injury. Then came her spring track season when she took home the gold in the Class 5A 3,200 meter race.
Congratulations. Great job. If you don't know the name Martina Navratilova, you should. She's one of the most dominant players to ever swing a racket.
I wish I had her drop volley game. She won 18 Grand Slam singles titles in her long career, and her 59 total major titles are the most by any player, male or female, in the open era. She's also an author, equal rights advocate, and even an actor.
Martina can do it all, including presenting our awards in tennis.
Hey guys, Martina Navratilova here. You know, our sport is one of the few where teenagers routinely announce their arrival on the world stage. But it's also a sport that millions play well into their 70s or even 80s. The sport you've chosen to play in high school, to dedicate thousands of hours of your time, it is a lifetime sport. All of those hours can pay dividends in your future. Dividends in your career, your health, your quality of life. So I'd like to congratulate all the honorees tonight, but I also want to congratulate all of their teammates, their coaches, and of course parents, because they all played a part, not only in your recognition now, but in your recognition as success in the future. Here are the honorees for the Female Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Female Tennis Player of the Year is
Maya Angelina Rujai already claimed to the Austin Area Girls Tennis Player of the Year, and now she walks away as the state's best player. The Bowie senior won the Class 6A Girls Singles State Championship. She dropped her first set of the tournament, but came back and didn't drop a set from that point on. She plans to pursue a professional career in tennis, but will first make a pit stop next on the Pacific University tennis team in California.
Congratulations for being the best in the state. Here are the honorees for the Male Tennis Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Male Tennis Player of the Year is
Tyler Stewart can say that he ended his career at Midland High School by making history. With his win at the Class 6A State Tennis Tournament, Stewart became the first Midland ISD tennis player to win a UIL Boys or Girls Singles Championship. Stewart rallied back after falling in the first set, but won the second and third to take home the title. The Abilene Christian Sani finished his senior season with a perfect 32-0 record.
Congratulations to the best player in Texas.
Fonz, a lot of people dream about running a marathon. I'm not one of them. This guy usually runs one before breakfast.
Wow, Dean Karnazes won the Badwater Ultra Marathon. That's 135 miles through Death Valley in 124-degree heat. Later, he ran a marathon at the South Pole in negative 35 degrees. In fact, this best-selling author once ran 50 marathons in 50 states in 50 days.
Whoa, Fonz. I think I just pulled something. I'm not sure. I think it's my hamstring. Tell you what, Fonz, we'll let Dean present the cross-country awards. And me, I need to find a massage chair. 50 marathons in 50 days?
I'm going with
really?
you.
Hey guys, Dean Karnazes here to talk a little cross country. Running is the most elemental of all sports. There are cave paintings of runners that date back over 15,000 years. They found a record of a running competition in Ireland almost 4,000 years ago. And guess what the first event was at the ancient Olympic Games in 776 BC? That's right, a foot race. Running is in our DNA. You cross-country athletes are just better at it than most folks. So keep on keeping on, because running is special. Here are the honorees for the Female Cross-Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Female Cross Country Runner of the Year is Bryn Brown of John H. Geyer High School.
Bryn Brown set a state record in the 5K with a time of 16 minutes and 25.89 seconds to win the Class 6A state championship, outpacing her closest opponent by more than 30 seconds. Earlier in the season, the North Carolina-bound distance runner won the North Texas circuit at all 4 meets, twice in under 16 minutes and 20 seconds, a first for any high school female runner to accomplish in the same season.
Congratulations on being the best in Texas, Bryn. Here are the honorees for the Male Cross Country Runner of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Male Cross Country Runner of the Year is Walker St. John of Grapevine High School.
Walker St. John made headlines in the spring by winning the mile race with one shoe, but his year of success started in the fall. St. John won the Class 5A state championship race by 2 seconds. His time of 14 minutes and 42.2 seconds was the best time on the course at any level during the state meet. His performance led Grapevine to a team title as well, the first in program history.
Congratulations on being the best in the state of Texas, Walker.
Michael Johnson dominated sprinting with his unique upright style of running for the most of the 90s. Nicknamed Superman, his 16 major international medals, every one of them gold.
Wow. After becoming the first and only man to defend an Olympic 400-meter title in Sydney, this speedy Texan hung up his spikes. And yet, to this day, the U.S. record in the 200, 300, and 400 meters still bear his name.
But in his retirement, hasn't run like one of his races. 3 years ago, at just 50 years old, Michael suffered a stroke and left him wondering if he would ever walk again. But with the same determination he showed on the track, he tackled intense physical therapy, making an inspiring and full recovery.
So to present the awards in track, it is my honor to welcome Superman, Michael Johnson.
Hey everybody, Michael Johnson here. One of the great things about track and field is there's an event for everybody. Doesn't matter if they're tall, short, big or small, fast or not. Everyone can excel at something during a track meet. But it takes all of those different kinds of people doing their part for the entire team to come out on top. That kind of inclusiveness makes you wonder how much better this world would look if we had more track and field athletes in it. I just know that I'm proud to be here to celebrate all of your incredible achievements from this past year. So what do you say we hand out some awards? Here are your honorees for the Female Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the winner is
Amelia Flint from Cinco Ranch High School. When it came to throwing this year in Texas, no one did it better than Cinco Ranch's Amelia Flint. The Texas Track and Field Coaches Association's Girls Field Athlete of the Year won gold in both the discus and the shot put at the Class 6A meet. Her discus throw of 173 feet and 7 inches was more than 6 inches better than her closest opponent. Having left her mark in Texas, Flint will be heading to the University of California at Berkeley to continue her throwing career.
Congratulations on being the best in the state. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Male Track and Field Athlete of the Year is Evan Stewart of Liberty High School.
Evan Stewart might be best known for his speed and skills on the football field, but what he did on the track this year was nothing short of stellar. The Liberty Junior claimed the Class 5A state title in the long jump and was part of the gold medal 4x400 meter relay team. He also finished second in the triple jump, and his team won silver in the 4x200 relay.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Evan. I just want to give a special shout out to all the amazing high school athletes out of the great state of Texas. As a Dallas native, I know that in Texas, we know a thing or two about winning. The caliber of athletes that come out of this state raises the bar for all. I'm thrilled to be a part of celebrating your successes.
When Alex Morgan steps onto the field, it's game on. She has thrived on soccer's biggest stages with a knack for late-game heroics. Her goal in extra time in the semifinals of the London Olympics helped propel the U.S. to the gold medal.
Wow. She went on to win the World Cup in 2014 and then again in 2019 as the team's co-captain. But you know, Fonz, she made just about as many headlines for off the pitch. This new soccer hero mom is an activist, a businesswoman, a philanthropist, actor, and best-selling author. Time even named her among the 100 most influential people in 2019.
Wow, she's an absolute game changer for sure. And she's here to honor some future game changers following in her footsteps.
Hey everybody, Alex Morgan here. I'm so happy to be here to help honor soccer excellence at the high school level. This ball has taken me around the world several times over. I've met some of my idols and icons because of it. I have some of my best friends because of it. I met my husband with it. I hope to coach my beautiful baby girl in the beautiful game one day with it. But it's not like this ball gave me any of those things. It made me work for them. Thousands of hours of work. And a lot of those hours in high school. If you see your name tonight anywhere in this show, it means you're good at your sport. But it also means you aren't afraid to work. And that's good, because anything worth having is worth working for. So let's see who's put in the work. Here are your honorees for the Female Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the winner is
Taylor Stroyevsky of Salina High School. Salina's Taylor Stroyevsky hadn't played high school soccer before this season, but the junior came out with a bang in 2021, scoring a state record 114 goals in her junior year. She also recorded 17 assists. The offensive production helped lead Salina to a 24-2-1 record and a state semifinal appearance.
Congrats on being the best in the state. And now for the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Soccer Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the winner is
Bryce Bono of Keller High School. 1 year after suffering a fractured tibia, midfielder Bryce Bono made a furious comeback and proved to be the best high school soccer player on the pitch in Texas. In 19 games, he netted 18 goals and facilitated scores with 19 assists. He was named District 4-6A MVP and was a first-team All-State selection. His soccer career will continue next year at Notre Dame.
Congrats on being the best in the state.
TJ Watt here. Don't even think about moving. Football awards are coming up soon. No, really, don't move. I've been known to stop a few folks.
Dude, we're hosting the National Award Show for high school sports soon.
Yeah, dude. I know. And dude, just try not to drop the ball.
You know I'm not dropping the ball.
Now, come on, y'all. I love seeing me some Texas-sized competition. It's great to see you celebrate, but I know you've got more Lone Star pride in there. So keep posting on Instagram and Twitter using the hashtag for a chance to win an autographed gift from one of our featured guests tonight. And now, back to Seth and Fonz to get us going with more awards.
If you find yourself crossing the middle of Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, be prepared for a heck of a greeting. Trent Jordan, TJ Watt, is the youngest member of an NFL family dynasty, joining brothers JJ and Derek playing for the Shield. Drafted in the first round by the Steelers in 2017, TJ became the first rookie to start at linebacker for the Black and Gold in over 3 decades. He has earned 3 Pro Bowl selections, led the league in sacks in 2020, and is a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year finalist, giving him plenty to talk about at family dinners. Today, he's helping us present the award for the best defensive football player in the state.
Hey guys, TJ Watt here. Defensive players are always trying to make an impact. But our jobs keep getting tougher because offenses get more and more complex every year. And I'm not just talking about the NFL. I see schemes in high school games these days that were groundbreaking plays on Sundays just a season ago. But you guys have been up to the challenge. In fact, the reason offenses are more inventive is because you guys are figuring out their plan at an even faster rate. So if you do happen to get beat by some crazy play, don't hang your head. Take it as a compliment. And then the next time they run it, make that impact, both figuratively and literally. Here are your honorees for the Defensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Defensive Football Player of the Year is Ty Marsh of Ryan High School.
Ty Marsh might be off to the University of Hawaii to continue his football career, but the Ryan High School senior left his mark on the mainland with a stellar senior season. The safety recorded 87 tackles, 4 fumble recoveries, and 2 interceptions in 2020 and was named the defensive MVP of the 5A state championship game. He was also the defensive MVP of District 5 5A.
Congratulations, Ty.
They say the only way to follow a legend is to become one yourself. After backing up Brett Favre for 3 seasons, Aaron Rodgers took the helm and never looked back. In 2010, he won the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl MVP honors, and has consistently been one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL over the last decade, holding the league's lowest career interception percentage and the highest single-season passer rating in history. The 9-time Pro Bowl selection was also named the NFL's most valuable player last season, the 3rd MVP trophy of his illustrious career.
Hey guys, Aaron Rodgers here with the distinct honor of handing out some of your football awards. You know, I have a lot of fond memories from playing high school football, and quite a few that involve one of the great inventions of our game, the huddle. It is the quintessential us versus them unit. You are literally putting your heads together to come up with a solution to a problem as a team. You make up your plan, pick your snap count, which in essence is a secret code, then you try to execute that plan. But once the ball is snapped, that plan can change in an instant. So I hope you're enjoying your time playing, and you will find it is good training for the road ahead. But you won't find anything quite as special as that huddle in high school football. Here are the honorees for the Offensive Football Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Offensive Football Player of the Year is
Cade Klubnik from Westlake High School. We might soon be seeing another NFL QB from the same school that brought the world Super Bowl MVPs Drew Brees and Nick Foles. Westlake standout Cade Klubnik is a 4-star pro-style quarterback who is already committed to Clemson and is ranked as the nation's top quarterback. While leading Westlake to an undefeated state championship, he passed for nearly 3,500 yards and 35 touchdowns with only 3 interceptions, while running in 15. In the state title game, Klubnik played through a shoulder injury and still passed for 220 yards and ran in 2 touchdowns.
Congratulations on being the best in the state.
They don't call Team USA wrestler Kyle Snyder Captain America for nothing. In 2016, he became the youngest Olympic gold medalist and world champion in American wrestling history. He later helped Team USA win its first world championship in more than 20 years.
Simply an amazing athlete. He ended his college career as the first and only wrestler to win the NCAA, world and Olympic titles as a college athlete.
Wow.
And he's here to present the awards in wrestling.
Hey guys, Kyle Snyder. In wrestling, you need physical strength to be successful, but you need a tremendous inner strength to be great. You have to have a lot of faith in yourself. There is nowhere to hide out on the mat. No teammate can come help you. No coach can call a timeout to draw up a new strategy. It may be lonely out there, but it is also very empowering. It forces you to dig deeper, try harder, and hold on just a little bit longer. It helps show you what you can do. It is a wonderful gift that will keep on giving long after your last match. Here are your honorees for the Female Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Female Wrestler of the Year is Eliana Martinez of Allen High School.
No one could pin down the top grappler in Texas. Eliana Martinez proved elusive for opponents as she claimed the 102-pound state championship. In her final match, she pinned her opponent in 58 seconds. The win helped lead Allen to the 6A girls state title. The junior also won the regional and district titles this season.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Eliana. And now for the guys. Here are your honorees for the Male Wrestler of the Year. And the finalists are... And the Texas Male Wrestler of the Year is Braxton Brown of Allen High School.
4 for 4, 4 state championship appearances and 4 championship wins. That's how Allen's Braxton Brown will be remembered. With his win in this year's Class 6A 120-pound division, Brown became the 4th player wrestler in UIL history to win 4 straight state titles. Brown is now off to the Big Ten, where he will wrestle for Maryland.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Braxton.
Softball icon Jennie Finch first caught the nation's attention pitching the University of Arizona Wildcats to a national championship in 2001. 3 years later, she was on the world stage helping lead Team USA to gold medal at the Athens Olympics. She would collect a silver medal in Beijing and have a sterling pro career on her way to National Softball Hall of Fame. Jennie's focusing on family now, but still serves as an ambassador for the sport, holding camps across the country, including her very own softball academy in Flemington, New Jersey. A leader and supporter of the next generation of softball superstars, Jennie Finch joins us to announce the best softball players in the state.
Hey everyone, Jennie Finch here with a tip of the cap to all you softball players out there. It is such a great sisterhood, and I am so proud to be a part of it with you all. As you go through life, you'll always be running into fellow softball players, at your job, at parties, and yes, eventually, even at your own kids' school functions. They'll all be well-versed in rally caps and walk-offs, rain delays and double plays, shagging flies, and those oh-so-long bus rides. They'll have run a few miles in your cleats, usually one base at a time. So congrats to all the finalists here today. But as cliche as it sounds, you are all already winners. There is one thing in this world you can never have enough of, and that's friends. And thanks to softball, you will always have some ready to get your back. And nobody can take that away from you. Here are your honorees for the Softball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Softball Player of the Year is Sophia Simpson of Barbers Hill High School.
Sophia Simpson was nothing but dominant in her senior season. The right-handed pitcher led her team to a 42-2 record in a Class 5A state championship. In the title finale, Simpson struck out 14 batters and threw 84 of her 125 pitches for strikes. She allowed just 36 hits all season compared to 271 strikeouts and only 24 walks. Simpson will be staying in the state to continue her softball career for the University of Texas.
Congratulations on being the best in the state, Sophia.
Chipper Jones here. Let's see who really knocked it out of the park this year. Coming up right after this.
Are you guys hungry?
Yeah.
All right, let's get some apps.
Let's do it.
It's as easy as that. Let us refill for you.
Here you go, guys.
Wow, that was so fast. Thank you so much.
All right, cheers, guys.
Hey, I'll be right back. Okay.
No one likes waiting in long lines or missing the big moments.
Did I miss anything? No. That was quick. I know, right?
You want a beer? Yeah.
We're making it easier for you to get back to what you love without missing a single minute. Refill.
Did I miss anything?
Fonzarelli.
Yes.
How many teams did you play for in your career?
I played for 4 different teams over 11 years.
Wow. That's not unusual. Now, Chipper Jones' career, that's unusual. The Braves selected him with the #1 overall pick in 1990, and they never let him go. He was the cornerstone of a dynasty that claimed 11 consecutive division crowns and a World Series title in 1995. 2 Silver Slugger awards, a batting title, a National League MVP, all during his 19 seasons in Atlanta.
Wow. We are lucky to have this Hall of Famer here to announce the state's best baseball players of the year.
Hey everyone, just want to lend my voice to the chorus of congratulations you've been receiving for all your hard work under trying conditions. Baseball is the quintessential American game with roots going all the way back to the mid-1800s. They were playing on diamonds decades before the plane, the automobile, or even the light bulb was invented. And now you guys are carrying the sport into the future, mixing tried and true practices with new technologies and analytics to bring these games into the 21st century and beyond. Nothing warms the heart of an old baseball guy like me than to see you all out there every spring. So keep rounding those bases, heading for home. Maybe one day down the road, you'll be the one handing out these awards to another generation of baseball players. Here are your honorees for the Baseball Player of the Year. And the finalists are and the Texas Baseball Player of the Year is Jordan Lawler of Jesuit High School.
Jordan Lawler is projected by scouts to be a top pick in this year's MLB draft. His opponents in Texas know why. The 6'2" shortstop, who is praised for his quick hands and smooth transitions in the field, is also a danger at the plate. This season, he hit a .412 clip with a team-high 6 home runs and 37 RBIs. He also has speed, stealing 32 bases this year. He was named the district's 7-6A most valuable player, and if he chooses not to go pro, he is committed to Vanderbilt.
Congratulations, Jordan.
Fonzarelli, you know what made KG, Kevin Garnett, so special?
What's that?
The guy never took a play off. He was fiercely competitive. He was the tremendous leader, and he was a winning player. He was the guy that if he was on your team, you had a chance to have great success because he set the standard.
Indeed, Seth. I had the great privilege of playing with him in 2000. After coming home from the Olympics, he needed a little blow to kind of get his legs back under him. He wouldn't take a break. He jumped right into training camp with us, went through the whole process. That's a leader of a team.
He's a leader and a winning player. Named Mr. Basketball USA in 1995, Kevin Garnett was the first player drafted by the NBA straight out of high school in 2 decades.
Wow. 15-time All-Star, also earned MVP and Defensive Player of the Year honors, as well as an NBA championship and an Olympic gold medal.
KG retired after 21 seasons as the all-time NBA leader in defensive rebounds and joined Karl Malone and Kareem as the only players to amass 25,000 points, 14,000 rebounds, and 5,000 assists during their careers.
And now, to switch it up a bit, instead of taking home the title, he'll take his turn at announcing the best in the state. Here's the one and only KG.
Hi, this is KG, and I want to say congratulations to all the honorees out there. Our game is growing more popular every day. You can see it all in the international kids in the NBA. You can see it in the highlight clips of the kids from around the world on YouTube. Some of the stuff seeing is just absolutely crazy and mind-blowing. I mean, we did some cool things back in the day, but these kids these days are taking it to a whole nother level. This all starts right here at home with you guys. Y'all are the heart and soul of our game. So it doesn't matter if it's in the gym or in the blacktop or in the backyard. All that hard work you do when nobody's watching pays off in moments like this when everybody is watching. Here are some honorees for the Female Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are And the Texas Female Basketball Player of the Year is Laurie Harmon of Cypress Creek High School.
Laurie Harmon left her mark on Cypress Creek and girls basketball in Texas. The 5'7" McDonald's All-American capped her career by leading the Cougars to a 32-1 record and a Class 6A title game appearance. She averaged 18 points a game, and during her 4 years at Cypress Creek, the team only lost 13 games. She will stay in her home state and continue her academic and basketball career at the University of Texas.
Congratulations, Rory. And now for the ballers on the guys' side. Here are your honorees for the Male Basketball Player of the Year. And the finalists are the Male Basketball Player of the Year for the state of Texas
is Damian Collins from Atlanta High School. A big-time prospect from a small Texas town, Damian Collins had a stellar senior campaign for Atlanta. The power forward averaged a double-double of 35 points and 14 rebounds. He also averaged 7 assists and 6 blocks per game. Collins is a 5-star prospect who is touted for his skills on defense. The McDonald's All-American and 13th ranked senior in the country will be taking his talents to Kentucky to continue his basketball career.
Congratulations on being the best in the state.
Hey everybody, it's Sue Bird here. You know I love to see some strong girls making a statement and pushing the bar higher. So I'm super pumped to be part of this show where we see so many young athletes doing just that. Coming up soon, the finalist and top award for the Female Athlete of the Year, presented by yours truly.
Hi, I'm Sidney Hopper, President of United Supermarkets. We operate United Supermarkets, Market Street, and Amigo stores. Congratulations on being selected for the Texas High School Sports Awards. Lessons learned from sports translate into life each and every day. At our company, our mission statement is ultimate service, superior performance, and positive impact. I have no doubt with all the challenges and obstacles you overcame this year to achieve this award that you achieved all of these. Have a great day. Thank you.
So, Fonzarelli, I don't know if you remember this about me, but I spent a bit of time on the bubble, and eventually it put me on the hot seat. You know, the one where everyone has an opinion on whether you're king of the world or you're not exactly the brightest guy in the room.
Right. Of course. The head honcho, the drill sergeant, the supreme ruler, the mentor, the soul crusher. Yeah, you know the coach.
That's a role that requires some thick skin and a little bit of grace under pressure.
Our next award gives some love to these men and women who put themselves in the line of fire in order to lead young adults to greatness, create memories for entire communities, and leave lasting legacies that remain long after they've left the job.
So it's no surprise we have one of those legends here to help us shine a spotlight on the top high school coaches in Texas. Well, you definitely have to have your A game to make this list.
The new head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars has found success at every stop in his coaching career, including a national championship for both Florida and Ohio State.
Here he is, the legendary Urban Meyer.
Presented by Albertsons.
It's always an honor when you're asked to be part of recognizing tremendous coaches at any level. It is even more special when it's for high school coaches. The traditional image of a crotchety old guy blowing a whistle and talking X and O's just doesn't hold up in today's world. For starters, there are tons of amazing female coaches doing amazing things at the high school level. And sure, coaches are still in charge of instruction of a given sport, but it's not about the whistle around their neck. It's about all the hats they wear. A coach, a teacher, mentor, confidant, mother or father figure, and sometimes simply a friend. It is one of the hardest yet most rewarding professions there is, and nobody did it better than our Coach of the Year. And the finalists for the Coach of the Year are
Jerry Best claimed his 12th consecutive state title as wrestling coach for Allen High School. Greg Harvey led the Heath baseball team to the 6A state title. And David Peavy coached the Duncanville boys basketball team to their second 6A state championship.
And the Texas Coach of the Year is David Peavy, the head coach of the boys basketball team at Duncanville High School.
When last year's boys basketball state tournament was canceled due to the pandemic, Duncanville's boys basketball coach David Peavy issued a challenge to his players and the rest of the state. He said that he and his team looked forward to seeing everyone next year at the tournament. Duncanville and Peavy lived up to that promise. By winning the Class 6A state title, it marked the second championship in 3 years for Duncanville. The team also won in 2019 and were the favorites in the 2020 season before COVID shut down the state tournament. This season, the team finished 29-1.
Congratulations, Coach. Great leadership.
Presented by Albertsons.
Now, let's give out some awards to some who've proven they know what it takes to come together as a team and bring home the wins. Here are your finalists for the Team of the Year.
The Allen Eagles wrestling team maintained their dominance as state champions for the 12th straight year. The Westlake Chaparrals football team recorded 6 shutouts in an undefeated season, and the Seven Lakes Spartans volleyball team completed a historic season en route to the 6A state championship title.
And the Texas Team of the Year is Westlake High School.
The Westlake football team went 14-0 and won their second consecutive Class 6A football title, this year at the Division I level. The road to the title wasn't easy. In the state semifinals, Westlake beat 2-time defending champion North Shore. That was followed by a win against South Lake Carroll in the championship game. On the back of a stifling defense and an offense that could put up plenty of points, led by Player of the Year Cole Klubnik, Westlake outscored opponents this year by an average of 53-8.
Undefeated in the highest classification in the state of Texas, where I know that's no easy task. Very impressive, and congratulations.
We've seen so many amazing athletes. I mean, Texas really does produce some players, right?
Right, so now it's time to announce the best among all of these male and female athletes of the year.
Let's start with the ladies.
How about Sue Bird? 18 years in the WNBA with Seattle.
11-time All-Star, 4-time WNBA champion.
4-time Olympic gold medalist with Team USA.
2002 National Player of the Year at UConn.
Unbelievable. 3-time Nancy Lieberman Award at UConn as the nation's top point guard.
Wow. 2-time national champion at UConn, 2000 and 2002. To give us an assist with announcing the Female Player of the Year, we have the all-time assist leader in WNBA history, the great Sue Bird.
Hey everybody, Sue Bird here. You know, it wasn't all that long ago that the idea of putting the words female and athlete of the year next to each other would have seemed strange to a lot of people. But the true benefits you get from sports have never been gender specific. The lessons they teach are just as important. The skills they instill, just as valuable. The bonds they form, just as enriching for women as they are for men. It's taken some time and a lot of effort to get to the point where those truths have become self-evident for most. There are still some minds that need changing. Luckily, these competitive young women are doing their part to do just that. Each one of our finalists have already proven themselves in their own sport. Now it's time to find out who of these queens of competition will leave with the ultimate crown. Female Athlete of the Year.
Cecily Bramschreiber, a senior from Lovejoy, is a first-team All-American outside hitter. Bryn Brown, a senior at John H. Geyer High, who performed with record-breaking speed. And Rory Harmon, a senior guard from Cypress Creek, was a 3-time All-State player.
And the Female Athlete of the Year in the state of Texas is Bryn Brown of John H. Geyer High School.
When it comes to runners in Texas, it doesn't get much better than Bryn Brown. The North Carolina Sonny wrapped up a stellar high school career by setting a new state record in the 5K and winning the Class 6A state championship. Twice in her senior year, she finished the course in under 16 minutes and 20 seconds, a first for any female high school cross-country runner. For the spring season, both indoor and outdoor, she finished with the fastest time in Texas in the 2-mile as well as the 1,600, 3,200, and 5,000 meter races. Those times were the second best in the entire country for each distance, except for the 3200 and 1600, where she ranked 3rd and 5th out of all girl runners in the country.
Congratulations, Bryn.
Talk about legends. I'm sure the male athlete of the year is already carving out his own legacy. But to have that announced by Shaquille O'Neal, Big Aristotle,
yes,
that is legendary.
He's feared by opponents and loved by millions. Shaq's combination of size, speed, and strength led to 4 NBA championship rings, an MVP, 15 All-Star Game appearances, an Olympic gold medal, and first ballot invite to the Hall of Fame.
And his star power has only risen in retirement. Rapper, DJ, peace officer, businessman, analyst, actor, producer, philanthropist. He does it all, making him one of the most recognized faces on the planet. My friend and colleague, the one and only Shaquille O'Neal.
Hey everybody, the Big Aristotle here. I know a lot of people are watching, but I want to speak directly to the finalists for Male Athlete of the Year. Let's face it, fellas, y'all are something special. You've set yourself apart. We know you got this. Now that people know your name and the kids look up to you, you have responsibilities to the community. That's part of the gig now. It means they know you do hard work to be great, but also you pay attention to detail. It means you rise to the occasion when your team really needs it. It means you make your parents proud. So let's give it up for the male athletes who are vying for the title of the best. And the finalists for the Male Athlete of the Year are
Braxton Brown, a senior from Allen High School and a 4-time Texas State wrestling champion. Kentucky signee and 5-star recruit Damian Collins, a senior from Atlanta High School. Evan Stewart, a junior at Liberty High School and the nation's #1 ranked wideout.
And the Male Athlete of the Year for the state of Texas is Evan Stewart of Liberty High School.
Stewart didn't excel just in one sport this season, he excelled in 2. On the football field, the nation's top wide receiver in the 2022 recruiting class caught 44 passes for 906 yards in 9 games this past fall. 8 of those catches were for touchdowns. He has yet to make a verbal commitment, but schools such as Texas, Alabama, Oregon, LSU, Florida, and Texas A&M are currently courting the high-profile receiver. On the track, Stewart claimed the Class 5A state title in the long jump and was part of the gold medal 4x400 meter relay team. He also finished second in the triple jump and his team won silver in the 4x200 relay.
Congratulations, Evan.
What a show. Really, congrats to all the honorees and winners here tonight.
Yes, it's been a great seeing the next generation of superstars that I hope to be talking about years to come. And to all the moms, dads, grandparents, teachers, guardians, thank you for your support and for your dedication in helping them face and conquer their challenges, whether in sport or in real life.
And one last thank you to our sponsors who made this show possible. Until next year,
we're out.
Congratulations.
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 A big congratulations
to all the high school sport awards honorees.
From the Big Shaq himself, big pat on the back.
I just want to take a moment to give some props to all the honorees of the High School Sports Awards.
Congratulations and kudos to all of the High School Sports Awards honorees.
Big props, huge congratulations to all the high school sports honorees and winners.
A big congratulations to all the High School Sports Awards honorees. Best of luck on the Big Diamond or wherever your next home plate may be.
Hey, shout out to all the kids who won something. Shout out to all the kids who was even mentioned. Shout out to all the kids who played this year. Straight up, it's a crazy year. Proud of everybody for pushing through this hard times. Congratulations to everybody that participated and to everybody who won. Yeah.